Hello everybody, I just thought I'd do a quick update. I haven't done any videos for quite a long time and I just thought I'd show you why I've not really been doing very much. I'm not one of these people, you see, who is able to dedicate themselves to just one hobby or one game system even. I really envy those kind of people who just get massively into one game and just dedicate all their time to it. I'm a lot more of a jack of all trades kind of guy, and as such my time gets easily or has to be spread out quite widely amongst a load of different hobbies and a load of different game systems even within this hobby. So I just thought I'd show you what I have been up to really. As you can see, this is my shelving unit with all my games on. So these are all the sort of distractions I have other than the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit stuff. I'm a big Warhammer Quest fan. They're my Warhammer Quest heroes painted up. There's the box game up there. In fact, I love all the old Games Workshop Specialist games. There's my Blood Bowl. I've got some Blood Bowl teams over here that I've painted up. Most of these I have actually painted up during this year. Space Hulk, that's kind of a new game I got, and I painted all that up as well. But they're still in the box. Other than tabletop games, I also love just board games as well. So you see, I got Talisman there, Mice and Mystics, all kinds of good stuff. Boss Monster's great as well if you haven't played that. And some other bits over there. I've been playing a lot of X-Wing this year as well. X-Wing is a very fun game, very addictive, and doesn't require any painting, so it's quite kind in that regard as a hobby. Zombie dice always good for a quick bit of fun, and Love Letter as well. So what have I done Hobbit strategy battle gaming wise? Well, not very much I'm afraid. But this is obviously the season now where we all get excited about the new film coming out, and as such my mind goes straight back to Middle Earth. Here's my little corner of Goblin Town, which takes pride of place on my shelves. Set it up so it's kind of like the scene where all the dwarves are brought to the Goblin King, and they're completely surrounded by all the goblins. Pretty cool. And also I've got my little Troll Shores corner, I guess. Bill, Bert and Tom cooking around the campfire. And I've also got Radagast, Gandalf and Bilbo there, just hanging out. So what am I looking to work on next? Well, here are some bits and pieces I put together yesterday. The trees I've had made up for a long time but haven't done anything with yet, so they need to be painted up. But I have a box of wargs, fell wargs, to work on, and these are really nice miniatures. They went together really beautifully. As I've found with a lot of newer Games Workshop stuff, the pictures on the website and the paint jobs they do on them don't really do the miniatures justice. When you actually get up close and personal and see them in the flesh, as it were, you really start to appreciate all the detail on them. And they were really nice miniatures to put together, really nice and easy. They fit together seamlessly with no big gaps that you're going to have to green stuff or anything like that. So yeah, really nice dynamic poses as well. And there's a white warg in the background for you there. And the same can't be said actually of the Citadel trees. These are an absolute nightmare to put together. They have huge gaps in the tree trunks. They don't fit together nicely at all, and they were frankly a massive pain. And I haven't even started on the leaves. which look like they could be even worse. But yeah, these did not like being stuck together at all, and I would love to have a bunch of these trees because they look fantastic as a whole, but the kit just seems really flawed, and so the idea of having to put together like multiple ones of these is sort of filling me with dread. So that's one thing to keep me occupied. The other thing is, I alluded to another time, was that I wanted to make some Goblin Town scenery. Now, these are some I have been working on. These are just super simple balsa wood cut into strips, and then I use my fingernail or a hobby knife just to take chunks off of them to make them look like old, knackered old planks that have been worn away and rotted, and taking sort of divots out the middle and things. Then I chop them all up, get 2 long strips of balsa wood and stick them down on them. And it's pretty boring, menial hobby time where you're just sitting down just working away, and it does take a long time, but the effect is cool, and I think they will make pretty nice Goblin Town platforms. The only thing is the sheer amount that I'm going to have to make to be able to play the scenarios in the Hobbit book. From the kind of diagrams that they've got on there, they show just a ridiculous amount of platforms that they expect you to use. So it's going to be keeping me busy for quite a long time, and to be honest, it's kind of boring work, so it's not always something I fancy doing. And then after that, obviously, then you've got to start thinking about things like rocks and just other little bits and pieces of scenery to add to that. Anyway, that's my little bit of progress on Goblin Town. The next thing, which has been my rainy day project for quite some time, this was in the cellophane wrapper for ages, and I actually only took it off today. This is something I've been, basically I kind of put to one side and thought, oh, I'm going to do this to get excited about the film. And I bought it from my friendly local gaming shop, who just had one just in the cellophane on the shelf, and he just had it since it had been released and never sold it. So I actually got it for RRP minus 10%, whereas on eBay you'd be paying like 3 figures for this. And it's very cool. If you don't know about it, it's a game based on or a standalone box set basically, based around the War Master rule set, which is like a smaller scale rule set that Games Workshop produced. It was basically a fantasy version of Epic, if you know what that is. So it uses tiny little 10mm figures that all come on stands like that. So these are some orcs, and there's some warg riders there, and it's all based around the Battle of 5 Armies, obviously, but the book version, obviously, because this game I think came out around the early 2000s, so it doesn't actually have anything to do with Peter Jackson's universe. It's all Tolkien, but it is really nice set, and I've heard the War Master rule set is very, very good. Here's all the heroes here. So you've got Beorn there. I think that's supposed to be Bard. That's Thorin. That's like a orc shaman or something. I'm not sure. Some more of the dwarves. Some more warg riders, like warg rider captains. There's Gandalf and Bilbo. Some orc captains, I guess, and that could be Thranduil, I guess. Some elven captain anyway. So yeah, very, very cool set this, and I'm quite looking forward to working on that. So as you can see, I've got a lot to keep me busy, so hopefully I will be doing some videos of the progress of all these different projects, and I might start putting up non-Hobbit stuff as well. I might start reviewing some of these board games I've got on my shelf, or just other games. Anyway guys, I hope you're all keeping well, keeping busy, and I hope you enjoy your hobby time. See ya!